My name is Syed Hussain Haider. I'm the Counsel General for the Pakistan Institute of Human Rights. I'm also a member of the adjunct faculty of the Lahore University of Management Sciences and the Integrity Education Expert for UNODC.
Thank you. And what are your general impressions on the second round of the TOT?
Well, the second experience was phenomenal, and in the beginning we basically thought that we might not be able to meet the same standards and the benchmark which was set in the first cohort, because the first cohort was a hybrid cohort and this was a totally 100% VLE based cohort. And the most intriguing part in all of this is that we had 5 universities together, that University of Lahore, the Lahore University of Management Sciences, the University of Management and Technology, Punjab University and FAST University. And then we had about 40 different disciplines being represented by the different faculty members. And the most beautiful thing was that out of the 47 faculty members, no one had ever met each other before. So everyone was a total stranger in a totally virtual environment. So it was all uncertain. But then things started just joining together, and the dots started joining together, and everyone started coming together. And then we had this plethora, this hurricane of communication in which we would have sometimes up to 700 plus messages a day, and everyone started sharing, cross-fertilizing and also getting together. And it was this whole phenomena and this whole mode of communication which actually enriched the whole module. And what emerged was that we were able to not only make all the institutions get together, but new friendships basically emerged, new networks evolved, and those 4 teams became so strong together that rather than competing, they started collaborating, and they all started calling themselves Team Pakistan. And the net result was that they were able to surpass the first cohort altogether with phenomenal results and great reviews coming in from the international observers and everyone who was a part of it. So I basically think the second cohort was a global benchmark, and the participants totally went off the charts in breaking the expectations with some really amazing, unique and multi-tool, multi-technique pedagogy.
What are the next steps? How would the modules help in the actual classroom learning, professional and practical life?
Madam. Basically, we have gone through stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. Stage 1 was basically e-learning module, which was done. It's an international module which has been developed, and it was done by all of the participants to develop the foundation of this whole learning process. Then there was the sharing of, there was a reflection exercise and reflection essays on all of the 4 modules. And the 4 modules, basically, I would like to share over here are basically ethical leadership, challenges of ethical living, behavioral ethics, and detecting and investigating corruption. So these 4 modules were ingested and assimilated by all of the participants, then they reflected on it, and then they chose one module themselves. And then as team members, they practically demonstrated teacher demonstrations of more than 120 minutes in which they use these different techniques from role playing to videos to rapid round questions to engaging participants and seeing different situations, and all different types of techniques were used over here. And the thing which basically is now going to emerge is that now they have internalized these 4 modules. These 47 very senior faculty members from 40 different disciplines have internalized these modules. Now the 4th stage is that they are going to inculcate and incorporate what these module contents are into their own courses which they are teaching, and then they are going to disseminate it to their students in the coming semester up to June 2021. And then after that, their students are going to go into the job market, and the impact is going to be assessed because UNODC is going to appoint youth integrity ambassadors. So this is a long-drawn, nearly 12-month more process which is going to roll out.
Thank you. Sir, can integrity education be effective in Pakistan, where nepotism, bribery, corruption, there are socially acceptable values?
I would like to mention over here that because I've traveled around the world, in 34 countries, I've taught in about 14 countries of the world, but I would like to mention that there is corruption everywhere. There is nepotism, discrimination, favoritism everywhere. It's a relative term. It could be used in different contexts. However, I believe that the sons and daughters of our soil have great potential, have great passion. The only problem that they face is that they just hear the talk shock and they don't see the walking the talk. If these 47 faculty members of the second cohort and the 48 faculty members of the first cohort really start practicing what they've been talking about, which I truly believe that they're going to do because they've internalized it. They are so passionate, madam, that they all night keep us onto a communication mode. It's like actually 24/7. So now they have this passion within them, and passion is contagious. And I think that they are going to transfer that passion into our future generations. And inshallah, this initiative of UNODC is going to go a long way in the long term, because these same students are going to emerge with stronger values because they have idolized and they have role modeled their own teachers. They have seen that they are doing things in the right way. And when that happens, madam, I think there's going to be a ripple effect which will go across community slowly and slowly and slowly, because seeing is believing.
Thank you. Anything about the role of UNODC?
Well, this was not possible without UNODC. UNODC was the platform, was the pillar, and is the roof of this particular model. If UNODC was not there, then this would never have been there. Because this concept is so vague in one way, and secondly, it has been abused by different stakeholders like politicians, like bureaucrats, like even businessmen. Everyone is talking about it but not doing anything. So UNODC carries its own credentials, and because of those credentials, people believed in what UNODC was saying. But then the real beauty emerged from this program. They saw that UNODC was practicing. And it was not only mere sloganeering, but it was in true essence a concerted effort by UNODC Pakistan, by UNODC Austria, by all of the international working group and the national working group and the different stakeholders in Pakistan together to make a positive difference for Pakistan.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.